Okay, so uh, I thought I would make this intro to this video a bit different than the two previous videos. So here we go. Okay. So this video is about not trying, it's inspired by the famous American writer Charles Bukowski. I mean, I won't say I've read really any of his books, but I just know that on his gravestone is written two words, and it says, don't try. Don't try, because you will fail. And really, if you take that into the extreme and go like, well, I won't show you my bathroom now, but it's very messy because I don't. Well, I'll show you. It's very messy because I don't really try to keep it not messy, and I like it messy. So, what I was saying, as I'm trying to find, there's nothing. Is there? Yes, there's here. As I'm trying to find some paper, towels, then what I was trying to say is, don't try, please, please. I really beg of you not to try, because it will only make it harder to live, and it will only make it harder to die. If you haven't tried your whole life, I mean, death is very, very easy and very simple. You just don't try, and then you die. And if you've tried to keep on living all your life, if you really try to live all your life, then death is very, very difficult. Because then you try not to die. You try to live on forever, and that's not possible, so you just die in misery and pain, shitting yourself, well, pooing yourself in the pants. So, we must not try. That is the key, I think. Because contrary maybe to what I've said previously, things do really happen without you acting, right? You don't have to act. You just have to react. Of course, a reaction is also an action. The difference being, of course, the action is intentional, the reaction is not. To some extent, at least, because when you react, you're forced to act on some other action. It's an action on an action, right? A reaction. But what I'm saying is, well, let me give you an example. Right now, my cigarettes is in another room. I don't keep my cigarettes in the kitchen, even though maybe I should have a pack of cigarettes in here. And then again, I'm not sure you can even mention cigarettes or smoking on YouTube. But I mean, I really won't try to care, or I won't try to find out or whatever. I mean, if it's not allowed to mention cigarettes and smoke cigarettes on the videos, and I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm sure my videos will be taken down or censored or whatever, right? And it's not like many people will see them anyway, so and I don't want them to be seen by a lot of people. I just want to have them seen by a few people, like say 10, 20 people a video. That's fine. I have no intention of being a big YouTube star. I mean, why would I? That's a shitty life. Anyways, the example was, should I care? Should I try to care about whether or not I should leave you alone for just a few seconds whilst I pick up my cigarettes. And the answer is, of course, I shouldn't. You should never try. Life will happen, no matter. Your mom will die, your father will die, everybody you ever knew will die. And I mean, if then you probably have kids and probably have a job and probably have some income of some sort. And now it's the lighter that's the problem, my God. It's gone. That lighter's gone. Man. Well, that's what happens when you don't try. Like things, well, that's one here. Things don't really work out. But then again, like, you don't care. Like, there's a lighter here. Hopefully it works. Maybe it doesn't. Let's try. Or rather, not try. And lo and behold, it works. But it is low on, like, liquid. But no matter, because I shan't try. So Charles Bukowski has "Don't Try" on his tombstone, right? And he was a brilliant writer for all I know. He's wrote a very beautiful poem called something like "Bluebird" or something. That's very nice. I can relate at least sometimes when I'm feeling bad. I mean, I'm not feeling bad a lot of the time, but I mean sometimes, of course. Something bad happens in your life, and what can you do? I mean, you can try not to feel bad, but it's easier not to try and just feel bad, right? So you feel bad sometimes. What of it? I mean, everybody feels bad, and when sometimes it's not that often. It might be once a day, once a week, once a month. It depends. I'm very lonely, and I try not to be lonely, and of course, that makes me even more lonely. But I think really, and then I think, of course, that there's so many people like me that are lonely, and they're trying so hard to not be lonely, and they are failing. And these people, they are not particularly worse or particularly better than me, they're just like me. So if they fail at getting company when they're lonely, why should I succeed? So better not try and just enjoy the loneliness while it lasts. Because before you know it, some wee lass, a girl or a boy, whatever you fancy, or don't fancy, right? It doesn't matter. Comes up to you and distracts your fucking loneliness, and you go like, "Who are you?" And she goes, "Oh, well, blah blah blah," or he goes, "Oh, blah blah blah." And well, but you're not lonely anymore for a while, and then they leave, and you're lonely again. So, in that sense, of course, there's a difference between loneliness and being alone. So being lonely and being lonesome or on your own by yourself. No, we won't go into that. We won't try to. But there's a distinct possibility that I don't know where I'm going. Well, there's a possibility that you can achieve not being lonely whilst being alone. I mean, I think many people have done it in the past, so why shouldn't you if you try hard enough? Point being, don't try, because you'll fail. I mean, people who try to live will fail, and people who try to succeed at life or anything really, they will fail, because you will die, and then all you tried to do and all you tried to accomplish will vanish. Of course you will be remembered for a time, but it won't matter. Not that it's pointless to live, of course it would be stupid to think that it's pointless to live, but maybe we can talk about that in another video, but for now, the message is, don't try. Don't try this at home. Of course you can try it other places, but don't try this at home. And don't try it really anywhere. So that's it. Keep contradicting yourself, and at some point you'll start to not contradict yourself. I mean, it's a contradiction in itself, but it's true. Bye bye.